Hi everyone, welcome to today's altcoin Bible. I've got a bit of a action-packed session for you today. I'm going to be looking at my cherry ripe one to watch danger zone. I'm also going to be comparing the Bitcoin charts against them, give you a little bit more nuance. I'm also going to have a look at Bitcoin as well. Let's crack straight in. I'm going to start with Bitcoin. Obviously, the whole market is hinged to Bitcoin's trajectory here. That said, we are seeing pretty distinct prior bull market signals begin to emerge. And that is Bitcoin dominance has begun to really fall over quite aggressively, which we see in previous cycles where Bitcoin has a really strong run, it stops, it consolidates, altcoins take over and they run. This is the first period of time that I have seen sustainable positive momentum with the altcoins. And if you look across the board, I had a really hard time finding a danger zone for this week, and I really had to struggle and use my mental gymnastics to try and point out this is how it could turn into a danger zone. There's some of the things we're going to spot, which I'll get to in a sec. But the key thing here is, and if you maybe, and again, this is kind of the psychology I'm really suggesting to the masterminds, is be very, very conscious of recency bias. So the bias that we've had over the last 24 months, we've had some extremely beautiful moves on Bitcoin, and it's been the strongest asset for quite a while here, and it's just outperformed everything. You just look at the BTC chart, so the altcoins versus Bitcoin, and you'll see it has outperformed absolutely everything. That's in the back of our minds. We are so used to altcoins not really receiving much liquidity at all and have isolated pumps here and there, big spikes, big sell into them, big sell-offs from the altcoins, and that liquidity very quickly moving out and dispersing. What we have to be careful of is here that if we're looking across the board at some of these Bitcoin charts against the altcoins, these altcoins are all breaking out of longer term, sustainable weekly downtrends. They are all now pivoting and shifting towards being in uptrends. They're not aggressive yet, but we are forming higher highs, higher lows. We're setting the platform for incredibly aggressive rips. So this is the period of the market where we have to be very attuned to prior bull market dynamics, where the liquidity flows from Bitcoin into the high caps, into the low caps. And if we're seeing aggressive uptrends begin to develop, this is a time for positioning. And we don't want to get too caught up in, hunting for certain numbers, looking for massive dips. That was actually a lot lower. A lot of these altcoins are still below their 200-day moving averages. And a good saying that I like to run with is nothing good happens underneath the 200-day moving average. If some of these altcoins are then reclaiming the 200-day moving average, your chance to really capture a lot of that discount below is now kind of gone. You're paying now a premium for more information.